What's up everybody, it is OhotDamnGame back here today, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on how to get the fire bow in Eisendrache. Now this bow is probably one of my favorites. I've only really used this one so far, so I can't really compare it to the others, but based off videos and what I've seen so far, this is definitely one of the best bows. So without further ado, let's go right into our video today. So the first step to acquire this fire bow is obviously to acquire the regular bow, the Wrath of the Ancients, and to do this obviously you just go to the dragon heads, fill it with the zombie souls, and then go to the night room and collect your bow. So the first thing you're going to do is once you acquire your regular bow is go over to the clock tower. Now remember this location for the fire bow because you'll be returning here a couple times in this process. Now you go up to the top of the tower and you'll see a red symbol. You're going to want to go ahead and shoot this symbol with a charged arrow, and out of it will come a fire arrow. Now what you're going to want to do is pick up this little arrow which will bind you to your quest. Now when you bind yourself to a quest, it means you cannot go for another bow once you're bound to a certain quest. You must stick on this one. Once you are bound to your quest, the first thing you're going to want to do is go over to the rocket area. Down in this area, eventually the rocket will go off. This may take a little time, especially the first time you go down there, but once you do that, go into the rocket area and stay inside the chamber until the rocket finishes going off. Once the doors open, immediately go over to your right and you'll see like a glowing crack on the wall. What you're going to want to do is go over and shoot it with a charged arrow, not just in the orange area but in the very brightest circle. Now this may take you a few tries, so be patient with it, but eventually once you do hit it, you'll get an orange fireball that goes directly over the castle, and that's how you'll know you're done with this step. Once you get this big fireball in the sky, the next thing you're going to want to do is probably the harder step of this. You're going to want to go in the air and shoot these circles that are only glowing when you're in the air. Now when you shoot these circles, they will become permanently lit and make a hissing sound, which will let you know that you've actually hit the target. Now this is one of the hardest steps in this process, as it takes some skill with the bow and definitely takes some marksmanship. So I recommend that you save a lot of money before attempting this step, because you'll be making a lot of jump pad trips, which each are 500, so definitely going to need a lot of money for this step. Once you have shot all 3 circles, you're going to want to stand inside them and start killing zombies. I believe it's 10 zombies for each circle, and you'll see that you'll start collecting their souls, and once you get 10 zombie souls, your circle will go up in like a column of flames, which will let you know that you have collected all of them that you need for that circle. Once you complete all 3, this step will be done. Now one thing I would like to mention, which would probably be useful for this step, is it doesn't necessarily matter whether you shoot all 3 and then start killing, or you shoot 1 at a time and then kill the zombies. It doesn't really matter. So you can do 1 circle at a time, just in case you need to do it in between rounds or whatever, or you're out of money. So that way it's just easier to do, instead of having to try to do all 3 and then do all 3 killing inside of them. So that's just a little useful tip for you guys. Once this step is done, you're going to want to make your way back up to the clock tower and go hold square or X next to these little cranks, and they'll soon start spinning, which will then give you a symbol in which you need to take mental note of. Now around the map there are various fireplaces, and I didn't happen to go to all of them, but the one I go to is in Maxis's bedroom. Now what you're going to do is you're going to find the fireplace that matches the symbol you have, and once you do that, a circle nearby will still be lit, which will tell you that you need to go use this circle. Now this next step is also one of the trickier ones. What you're going to have to do is stand inside the circle that is still lit and try to make it within 4 shots to the fireplace. Now I'm going to explain what this means, and it'll probably make more sense with the video. As you take each shot, wherever your arrow lands, a little volcano will appear, and you only get 3 volcanoes before you have to make your final shot into the fireplace. So for my specific one, I shoot into the courtyard, then I shoot up the stairs, I shoot into the room, and then within my final shot I have to make it into the fireplace or else it'll reset. And you only get 1 try of this per round, so you're going to want to try to do it on the first try. So once you shoot the fireplace, it'll erupt in flames, you'll get a max ammo, which will let you know that you did it within the acquired amount of shots. So once you get the max ammo, you're going to want to collect the flame and bring it over to the fire. Once you collect the fire, you're going to want to make your way over to the fireball in the sky, which has been making its way lower and lower as you complete each step of this process, and it'll now be pretty close to touching the ground. what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get one zombie and kill it directly underneath this fireball. Once you do that, you hold square or X on the fireball, and it'll just do this weird sort of animation where rocks start coming to it, and then it'll go back up into the sky and explode. Then you'll get your reforged arrow, and you're going to want to take this and go all the way over to the pyramid room and set it in the box for the fire. Once it is in the box, you're going to want to start just to kill some zombies around the area. I'm not exactly sure how many this takes, but once you kill enough zombies, you'll know. And you're going to put your bow in the box. It'll only take a few seconds to transform it into the fire bow. So there you have it. That's how you get the fire bow. Now this is definitely one of the hardest but most rewarding bows to get. I would definitely say this was a really hard bow, and if you're up for the challenge, go for it. I would say that you probably couldn't get this bow anywhere before round 15, just logistically, but if you land all your shots well and do everything right, it can be really good to have on the early 20s. Now, as you can see with this footage, the bow fully charged can trap all the zombies in this volcano sort of thing, which erupts and it just obliterates all the zombies within a train, which is why it's just a really good bow, and it's definitely effective against the Panzer II, which is why I really like this bow. So definitely give it a shot and go for it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm going to try to get tutorials for all 4 bows of Der Eisendrache. So if you want to see some more Der Eisendrache footage, leave a like, comment, subscribe as usual. We're at 49 subscribers right now. Let's just get one more and we'll be up to 50 subscribers. So thank you all for watching. I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and see you all later.